As house prices drop, food prices rise, oil prices soar, inflation doubles, saving rates fall, banks collapse, currencies devalue, unemployment increases, taxes rise, and business red tape increases. You may be wondering, is it still possible to become a multi-millionaire?
Hello, and thank you for joining me. I'm Nick Reed, and in the next few minutes you'll learn how one man has made over £3.7 million profit in just over 3 years. He traded financial markets for less than 20 minutes a day using nothing more than his laptop computer. And here's the best part, you too can learn to do the same regardless of your past experience. In the next few minutes, I'll explain more about this amazing opportunity to make substantial tax-free profits regardless of financial markets going up, down, or even sideways. Within 30 days, you too could be banking large tax-free profits. Welcome to the new Mentored by a Trading Multi-Millionaire program, your fastest way to making full-time profits from part-time trading. Have you ever thought to yourself, there must be a simple way to make money? A way to make money that doesn't involve owning business premises, employing staff, or having to deal with customers? Basically, all of the normal business headaches. Ever wish you could find a way to make substantial profits that doesn't require a long 60-hour week, commuting many hours a day, or sitting in tedious, stressful meetings? When was the last time you had a holiday, or at least took a day off and spent time with your family? Let me tell you about trading global financial markets. Even though the headlines point to doom and gloom in the economy, you have to realise there are always opportunities. No doubt you know the price of bread, milk, rice and petrol have soared in the last few months. However, these opportunities are how a financial trader makes money. Companies are facing hard times and share prices have dropped dramatically. Again, huge opportunities for financial traders. There is, though, one man who has constantly made money standing head and shoulders above the crowd. His name is Vince Stanzione, and his success has featured in various newspapers and magazines around the world. They include The Observer, The Guardian, The Independent on Sunday, The Mail on Sunday, The Times, Daily Mirror, New York Times, What Investment, Shares Magazine, Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg, and he also writes a monthly column for Growth Company Investor where he is their spread betting expert. From humble beginnings as a bank junior earning £100 a week, he's built up a vast fortune and now spends his time trading financial markets from around the globe as well as supporting various non-profit ventures and charities. As well as trading, he has also taught a select group of men and women to do the same, many of which are now banking massive tax-free profits. Now here's your chance to come and spend a life-changing day with Vince Stanzione and learn live his unique techniques. As Vince is now retired and involved in various non-profit projects, he rarely holds these live events. However, due to hundreds of requests, he has agreed to teach a limited number of students. Here are just a few things you will learn.
The 1 minute trading rule.
Vince will show you in less than 1 minute whether you should buy, sell or hold any share, currency or commodity. Forget about the hours of research, reading company reports, watching business channels and following countless technical indicators. It's really not worth the time or effort. Not only will he teach you the 1 minute rule, he will demonstrate it live on any share or market that participants request. This is the exact same system he used to turn £30,000 into £174,282.32 tax-free profit in just 34 days. Obviously, you don't need £30,000, you can start with just £2,000.
How to piggyback.
Vince will explain how to follow one of the world's leading hedge funds even if you have only £200. The truth is, the world's best hedge funds are almost impossible to invest in for the average person. Most hedge funds need at least £1 million investment before they will even talk to you. Vince will show you how to invest with one of the sharpest names in the industry and also how you can follow his success with just £200 using a little known, perfectly legal loophole that most would rather you didn't know about. In the past 12 months, whilst most funds are showing massive losses, this fund has grown over 40%.
The leverage tool.
For the last 2 years, Vince has been using different ways to trade with spread betting. The results have been staggering. Here are just a few of the percentage returns.
Marks & Spencer, 203% profit in 15 days. Platinum, 458% profit in 42 days. Dow Jones, 47% profit in 12 days. Google, 98% profit in 29 days. GS Agricultural Index, 55% profit in 20 days. Brent crude oil, 483% profit in 88 days.
The last year has seen dramatic price increases in raw materials such as oil, gold, silver, unleaded gas, zinc and soybeans. Over the coming months, Vince sees increased volatility in commodity prices which could bring you truly massive profits whether prices rise or fall.
1 hour a year system.
Vince will share with you a simple commodities system that has made 136% profit over the last 5 years. It would take minutes a week and anyone can follow it. Here's 100% proof that what this man says makes money. Take a look at this clip filmed back in November 2007 where Vince tells his students they should invest in coal.
Coal? And you can say, you're joking, aren't you? You know, that went out in the Stone Ages. Well, the US has got a lot of coal. It's got a serious amount of coal. And people are going to say, oh no, what about, you know, pollution? Well, it's got cleaner. So have a look at some of the coal stocks. Now, if you look at the bottom stock, Regent Pacific, you might say, I know what that company is. That's the company that owns Better Markets. However, it's changing into a mining stock because it's recently bought a Chinese mining company. So, as I say, these are things that I'm looking at the moment. I haven't quite got into everything, but some very, very smart guys who were involved in uranium. And last time some of you were here, we were talking a lot about uranium. The uranium boys now, a lot of them have started to move into coal.
So, if you had invested in those names around the same time and cashed out 6 months later, how much do you think you would have made? A 10% return would be good, a 50% return would be exceptional, but 189% return would be unbelievable. Well, that's what Massey Energy returned. If you're thinking this is just luck, let's take another look, this time at a fertiliser share called potash.
I didn't even know what potash was. You know, I thought, what the hell is that? Something you smoke? This company, Potash, kept coming up on the 52-week highs all the time. And it's basically fertiliser, isn't it? So that came up. Monsanto, I knew what Monsanto was. And I've been long Monsanto for quite a while. And, you know, before anyone sort of lynches me about GM food and all the rest of it, these are basically people that provide, you know, seeds.
Potash went on to make a staggering 120% return in less than 6 months. I could share many more examples, but that's all in the past. It's now time to look to the future where you too can make massive tax-free profits. Remember, it doesn't matter if the markets move up, down, or even sideways. The freedom to make money from anywhere in the world is a fabulous feeling. Trade from your home office or from a laptop anywhere on the planet. You decide how you want to work when you too are a profitable financial trader. How would you spend all your newfound free time and profits? Working a few hours a day would mean more time with family and friends. Freedom to trade when and where you want would mean taking holidays when you like. And with your trading profits rolling in day after day, you'll be jetting off to destinations that you previously only ever dreamed of. Here's just a few comments from previous attendees.
I went from knowing little about trading at 9:30 AM Friday to making just over £5,000 total profit, tax-free by the close of business on Monday. To say I'm delighted is an understatement. Ajat Singh, Leicester. A trading day with Vince Stanzione really is a life-changing experience. The information and insights into how to lead a life of prosperity is simply second to none. David Thurling. Love your methods and the way you trade. Very genuine and honest. Gloria Cheng.
Well, that's just a few of the hundreds of comments that students from all around the globe have made. Now it's time to stop wishing and stop watching others make a fortune from financial markets. It's time for you to do something that will truly be life-changing for you and your family. Take the step now and reserve your place before it's too late. Go to millionairetrader.co.uk. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you soon at the Making Money from Global Traders seminar.
Remember, go to www.millionairetrader.co.uk.